Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. We have got Brady Seals, and everybody knows, I know, Little Texas.
That's right.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all doing?
Man, we're up and going. I'm telling you right now, this gal with me right here, she is all excited. She's like, oh, I love Little. She's from Texas. So
That's right. I actually saw them in the 90s when I think it was the song My Love came out. It was a big hit. I saw them in the 90s. They were good.
Wow, you got your true blue God bless Texas girl.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
she's all
right.
about it. Yeah, but she misses the words when she sings it, so it's not the same.
I don't sing because I cannot sing, so.
Jeez. So how you been making out with all the COVID stuff?
Oh man, well, fairly well. Somebody asked me the other day the same question, and I responded the same way. Songwriters kind of live their lives in studios where there's no windows.
Right.
So really, I haven't really changed much since this COVID thing has happened. I just sit around and I write, and of course I just got done with this book that we'll probably talk about, and so yeah, not much about my life has changed much personally, but certainly I know a lot of people where it's affected their lives greatly.
Oh, yeah.
And thoughts and prayers go out to those people.
No doubt about it. So tell us about this book. Now, you got a book. Is it a telltale book, or what is this? What's the scoop on this?
Well, it's a memoir called God Bless Texas and Me Too. And yes, it's a tell-all, but it's not like a scandalous book or, me throwing people under the bus or anything like that. It's just basically my story about how God has blessed me throughout my life,
right.
Through the good and the bad and the ugly. And, I just thought that it was time for me to be able to dedicate a project to God, because I've lived the majority of my life doing stuff in the secular world, with the Little Texas stuff early on, and
right.
My solo career, and then the hot apple pie stuff, so on and so forth. So I just thought, you know what, I need to let people know who's responsible,
Absolutely.
So that's what the memoir is about, yeah.
Well, that's a tell-all.
And I'm
book.
looking at the book, and look at this picture. Look at what a baby he was.
Oh Lord, is that picture on your book? Is that photoshopped or is that the real deal?
Brady, you're a beautiful man. I'm just going to tell you.
Well,
She tells the boys all that. Don't.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think that's
Well,
great.
I look back on it now, and I of course during this COVID stuff, I've just let my hair grow, so my hair's almost down to that level again.
Really?
Now I don't. I just don't. I just don't use as much hairspray as I used to.
Yeah.
Well, that was the hairband era. You guys were really rocking it during that time.
Oh man, I'm
So,
telling you, Little
yeah.
Texas, y'all rocked back in the day,
Yeah.
or
They
you
were
still do.
They were awesome
Yeah.
live. They were just awesome. And
But
I'm
now,
sure
when you
still
got
are.
when y'all first got started, tell me if this is. I remember seeing something. It's been a while back where y'all were getting ready to do like your first gig ever or whatever, and you didn't have enough original songs to do the whole show, so you had to add some others in there. Is that am I telling that right or not?
Oh, you're absolutely right. Early on, actually, I don't know if you guys knew it or not, but the first gig that Little Texas ever did as a country band, and which I'll tell you a little bit more about that, but as a country band was in Marietta, Georgia, right? So we for Travis Tritt, and this was before Travis had even put out Country Club
Right.
for the first time. And so, yeah, we would come into a club or a venue, and we would, we'd play 2 or 3 original songs, but it was just majority cover songs like Dwight Yoakam and we'd play Randy Travis, we'd play Foster and Lloyd, Exile, Restless Heart, just anything that was popular at the time, and that's what got us through.
Right. Boy, I know that when y'all hit hard. There ain't no doubt about it. And y'all still touring though, right?
Well, now I'm no longer a part of the band. I left the band, back in 94, 95, something
Right.
like that. But Little Texas stayed together with Tim Rushlow, which was the original lead singer, about 4 years after I left. And then he left the band, and then he had his own solo career and a duo thing with his cousin. But yeah, there's 4 of the original guys that's still out on the road, and Porter Howe, the guitar player, is now singing when they go out and do it.
Yeah, I know Porter.
But a lot of the songs that Little Texas is famous for, you had a lot of responsibility on those songs. You did a lot of the writing, did you not?
Yeah, I was one of the main writers. It was me, Porter, and Dwayne O'Brien. We were the ones that wrote most of the time back then. Now, since then, of course, Dell have started writing more and more. I think Dell even had the song "Life Goes On," which I think it was like a top 20 or top 10 hit for him.
I'm just still thinking, if Little Texas performs, one song everybody's going to want to hear is "God Bless Texas."
Yeah.
That's iconic.
Yeah, and that song was so good to me, still is good to me, but yeah, I mean, I wrote songs or co-wrote songs like What Might Have Been, God Bless Texas,
Right.
My Love, Kick a Little, Amy's Back in Austin. So, but yeah, I was very fortunate to have gotten in there and hit it the way that I did. I tell in the book the reason why I left Little Texas. You can read all about it. And again, it's not the type of thing to where I'm blaming them or myself. It's the circumstance of what happened during that time. And I mean, we were all young. I was with the band for about 6 years, but I had reached this critical mass. I had kind of just reached burnout, and then I went through these deep, dark days of anxiety and depression, and I needed time. I needed time to heal, and at the time we were so busy. We were getting ready to do a co-headlining tour with Tim McGraw,
Right.
and the guys just didn't want to give me time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is understandable. They didn't understand what I was going through, so on
Right.
and so forth. But that's what it was. It was pretty crazy.
But people don't. You look at the romance of being out on the road, but now that's hard work. I mean, you don't know where you're at. You do a show, you load up, and you hit the road, and you do another show, load up, and hit the road. It's pretty stressful.
Well, it is. I'm sure that you've heard the musicians talk about. I don't get paid for the hour or two that I play. I do that for free. It's the other 23 or 24 hours that I get paid for.
Right.
Because you're gone. You're on a bus. It is town from town. The year before I left the band, we were out on the road 322 days that year.
Wow.
Now that's a long time, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
That's really a long time, and we made a record that year. So, you start to think about I never had any time at all to do anything. I never had a social life.
It's kind of hard to have a relationship when that's going on. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was, and I finally had met this girl, and we started seeing one another a lot or whatever, and I was starting to fall for her when all of this happened, and it was, I'm telling you, it's just really, really hard for a musician. It's tough, and it's even tougher now when you can't even tour at all.
Yeah.
And so it's I don't know, it's a hard road to hoe, and I would really advise anyone out there who's wanting to be a musician or who are a musician, just take your cares to God, because I'm telling you, it's a really, really hard life.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said that, and all this is in the book that you got. Now, if somebody wanted to read this book, where do they go to?
Well, I've got all kinds of versions. I've got the paperback version, the Kindle version, and also the audio book version, which I read. You can find all that on Amazon, or if you just want to make it real simple, you can go to bradyseals.com, and there's links to all the books there. And also, like, if you want an autographed copy or something like that, or merch or whatever, you can get it on my website as well.
Yeah, that's bradyseals.com. So let me ask you, now you're writing songs right now. Are you going to cut some of these songs, or you're pitching them to other musicians, or what's going on with that?
Well, both. I just received news. There's this new act coming out called Cross Atlantic, who's going to be putting out a song that I just wrote. I don't know if they've got major label support. I don't know. Right. But that was exciting news. I heard about that just yesterday. And
wow.
So there's that, and then. Yes, I am. I'm going to try to write a new record. It's a daunting task. I haven't written a whole record in quite some time. Because I had gotten out of the business to start a guitar shop in Franklin Tennessee, and I had that up and running for about 6 years, so I could stay at home and watch my boy.
There you go.
Do his thing and stuff. Yeah, So I'm back into it, getting all of my studio and stuff together and getting ready to write a new record. So be on the lookout for that.
Oh, we're on the lookout. We're about to run out of time. Give them that information again where they can get up with you and keep following, because you're going to be out, and I'm looking forward to reading this book. I'm glad to hear it's on Audible, because and I need to get a signed edition of Audible. Can you sign the Audible? Because I'm not much of a reader.
You think he's kidding, but he's not.
I mean, I love it. That's hilarious. Well, here's the deal. Just go to bradyseals.com, and you can be able to find anything. You can find the book, the audio book, the autographed book. Also, you can even see my new, recut. I went in and re-recorded "God Bless Texas,"
right.
and did a video for it that's on my YouTube channel and everything. So just bradyseals.com, and you'll find everything.
Brady, I appreciate you calling us, man. I really do, and we're going to be keeping up with you. We get you back in here. Well, I don't know what's going on with this new album. I'm all about music, I'll guarantee it.
Well, man, absolutely. Let's just stay in touch and come down there and stay in one of those cabins or something by the station.
There you go. That'll work.
That'll work good.
We'll be
Make sure I'm
here
here that day.
There you go. All right, man.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Well, y'all, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brady.
Yep. Thank you for listening. This is Stephen Phillips, host of The Morning Dish. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we have a lot more interviews out there to listen to. Plus, you can listen online every morning at WJULradio.com or Lake 97.7 WJUL. And give us a like on our Facebook page, The Morning Dish.